When the Italians talk about espresso, they talk about the four M's. Miscela, the blend, the beans that you use, the macchina cafe, the grinder, macchina, the machine, and mano, the hand. That it literally means hand, but it really means the barista, the person that's making the coffee. To make an espresso, what you need is some coffee that's ground to exactly the right degree. And I've been working with this coffee for a few days, so I know what I've got. The grinder is set to the perfect grind for this coffee, and what I want to do is get the coffee, right amount of coffee ground to exactly the right degree of fineness, and tamped just such that we're going to get a little less than an ounce in 20 to 30 seconds. If there are any pits in here, the water's going to find those pits and it's going to channel. It's going to go right through that pit. You want the water to have to work, to really struggle. What we want to look for here is the way that the coffee comes out. It should hang straight down. It should look like warm honey. And we want it to be very, very straight. And the Italians call this the cono di topo, mouse tail. And they watch it. Now when it really starts to wiggle, like it is now, when it starts to wiggle, that tells you that it's pretty much given up what it has to give. And if I had kept the machine, kept it on at that point, it would have gotten bitter. Now this coffee has a lot of crema. Crema is the emulsified oils that define a true espresso. If somebody serves you an espresso and you can see the surface of the coffee, you should send it back. I'm going to put the sugar on here, and you're going to see how that sugar, the crema suspends the sugar on the top for several seconds before it falls through. This is what we'd call a Neapolitan style espresso, or ristretto. Ristretto means restricted. There's a lot of really interesting things happening in the coffee world. For years, the coffee has been treated as a commodity, whereby the people who grow it are given no respect. The middlemen go around and buy up all of these beans from little growers in the many countries that grow coffee, and their only interest is paying the lowest price that they can possibly pay. Then they take all of those coffees, and the good, the bad, they pour them into the same pot, and they call it Guatemalan coffee, Nicaraguan coffee, Ethiopian coffee. The growers are forgotten, but today a lot of roasters are really starting to honor the people who grow the coffee. They call it visiting origin, which means going to the areas where the coffee is grown, and they will visit several times a year. They will help the growers learn how to grow even better coffee, and they'll pay them a significant premium for really high quality coffees. And then they'll go back and they'll tell their customers, this coffee was grown by this person in a at so many meters above sea level in this place, and they'll talk about the grower and his family and his workers, and they'll pay them much more than they can get on the commodities market. Another thing is the fair trade movement, which is operating on a pretty large scale, and it protects the growers against the huge price fluctuations that happen with the the commodities market. I mean, coffee prices will just plummet, and then they'll go up, and then they'll go down again. And fair trade really helps protect the growers against those times when the prices fall, and again helps them predict how much they're going to get for this coffee, and pay them enough so that they can get by. There's also the cup of excellence, whereby experts will go to origin, to the areas where coffee is grown, and they'll sample 100 different coffees, and they will rate them, and then auction the top coffees will be auctioned to the highest bidder, and bringing those growers prices that they never dreamed of before. So a lot of things are happening in terms of honoring the growers and helping them make a better living.